Lazy Susan spin around, topics lifting off the ground, movies, music, games, and TV. Stay tuned and you will see.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lazy Susan podcast. My name is Todd, yours truly, with Derek and Adam, as always, your beautiful co-hosts. We're here to talk about all the fun things in life, you know, games, movies, music, TV, all the stuff that everyone loves. This is episode 40. Episode 40, guys. Been doing it for a while now. So if you're new to it, thank you for being here. If you're not new to it, welcome on back. How you guys been this week?
Great.
Been
Super.
a bum.
Yeah, you have. You don't do nothing.
I haven't been doing anything but playing 2 different games, and they've been taking up like literally so much time.
I don't even know if it's 2 different games anymore. It's
cares about.
just the one now.
No, it's not. It's definitely both of them. But as of the last 2 days, it was just the one. Yeah.
The only reason why Monster Hunter is a thing is because of the new update. If that new update hadn't dropped, Adam would have only been playing Ark today.
And you know what's hilarious about that?
What's it?
You and I are so into this. And what is Adam? On to the next flavor of the month. You know what I mean? He's like, guys, you gotta get Monster Hunter. I'm gonna be playing it forever.
I am.
And now he's
literally
like,
am.
But Ark though.
Yeah. So I've been getting.
I just had an itch. There's literally no reason to freaking play Ark.
All right.
It's to put another 1,000 hours into this game.
Pretty much. So yeah, I've been playing as the last couple of days, definitely Ark. Just gotten back into the swing of it. We had a server, jumped into it, been going grinding crazy on that, making it crazy. One of the coolest bases I've ever made in my life on the Ark genre, game, and I just love the way it's been playing out. I swear the only thing that annoys me is when I play that game, when I play Ark, man, you play, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just play for 15 minutes, and then 4 hours go by, and you're like, whoa.
Oh, it's one of those games. It's like it's a time traveling game.
It literally is. Like I swear, like what I'm doing, I have a plan. I was like, I just need to make this wall for my base. Should be about 15-30 minutes. 5 hours later, I'm like, no fucking way it just took that long.
Yeah.
But like, there's so many.
That's World of Warcraft, man.
Yeah. Literally, it's definitely, that's how it is for me. It's just so hooked. The way I got everything laid out. We're on the island on Ark, for those who know. Just getting knee deep into the shits with that game. It's one of those games where like the more you play, you really appreciate the game, but then you also like how the devs handle everything else just starts to glare on you even more. So you're just like, why do you do what you do? You guys could make this game so much better if you guys actually developed your game and actually fixed problems with your game. And but the game's a lot of fun.
Welcome to gaming in 2025, dog.
Pretty much, yeah. But other than that, Monster Hunter just dropped their newest update. I'm so stoked for that. I jumped into it immediately. Right at 10 o'clock is when it dropped our time. And I was like, boom, I'm there. Started scoping the place out. I didn't want to get into a fight yet because I know there's a couple of them jonesing to get back into. And
it's a new area?
Yeah, the Gathering Hub. So the Grand Hub.
We can like all eat together. And
I thought you meant like it was a new
no
like area to find new monsters.
Not yet. That usually will drop when they do like their big expansion.
Their paid expansion.
Yeah.
Right. I was gonna say, damn, that was the point that I was making. I was like, this is free and they're giving us that. That's dope.
Yeah. So they dropped the Grand Hub along with arena quests, which you can now like do quests and be ranked on a global system. And
update that.
There's challenges for that as well. And with the arena quest, it's certain like loadouts, certain conditions that have to be met, and it's gonna be a lot of fun to meet certain challenges that they put for you. So it's something I've been always like very stoked for as well. It's like, okay, I've been waiting for this extra layer of like a different type of challenge, and this is one of them, and I'm like stoked for it. And then what you call it? They get to do the barrel bomb, the bowling. They give you vouchers for that, and I think it's going to be on a daily maybe daily or weekly you'll get a handful of vouchers. I don't know exactly how they plan on doing that. They gave me 11 to start off with, and I fucking suck at that. I threw the thing like 4 different times trying to beat C rank, and I got a C every single time. I couldn't get the barrel to go all the way down the lane. I don't know what I was doing wrong. And I was exploring in that area. I still want to explore some more because they have some like hidden stuff in there within the Grand Hub. Did some parkour because I saw you could do it on the mini map, and then I walked under a waterfall, and there's a giant fat bird just chilling there. And then there was like a little item, and I grabbed it, and it just gave me some type of metal ore. But I was like, that's sick. I wonder what else. Like, is it just gonna be random items in front of it every now and then? So
that's cool.
Love what they're doing. Very stoked about it. So looking forward to the new fight with the Mitsune, and then also being able to go back after Zoshia with
that's cool,
and get that armor and weapons. Oh, I can't wait to see what the hammer looks like for that. Oh, I got to get back in there. Sorry.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So between those 2 games, especially as of lately, I'm gonna be just. I need to figure out how to get other things in there because I do want to watch. There's too many shows that I need to get into, and I really, truly do want to get into them. It's just
you know what the best way to do that is though?
How's that?
Is to watch them episodically as they drop, so you're not falling behind like you are.
That's fair. I'll have to like purposely hold off like 30 minutes of time. I'll figure it out. Because yes, I know. I said I'd get Daredevil watched, and I'd absolutely.
Don't you have 2 monitors?
I do, but I don't like doing that. I don't like
Ark
doing that.
is definitely a game where you can.
Ark, actually, honestly, especially now that I have my base area, there's a lot of like I could be doing that, and I should be doing that. I agree.
I was gonna say you can be doing a lot of tedious, like, oh, I gotta go fucking mine this shit, like do. Like, obviously you might be like, oh shit, I didn't realize a fucking Velociraptor ran up on me. Like, it might make the game a little bit more interesting at times, but I think you can
some extra layer of challenge. You know what?
Exactly.
You're right. I should be working that in there.
Monster Hunter, though, I'll give you that. There's no way you're locked into what you're. It's so funny. I'll be playing and Anne's like, I'm like, nope. Nope.
Can't do it now right now.
What do you need, kids?
Right.
Somebody's bleeding? Damn. No, I'm joking.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Figure it out.
But aside from that, that's mainly what my time has been sunk into.
Oh yeah.
Your hyperbolic time chamber.
My hyperbolic time chamber. I have been able to fit in the entirety of Daredevil. That was awesome.
That came out 12 hours ago.
Today. A little more than 12 hours. In my defense, there's only 8 episodes, 30 minutes apiece. You can kind of fly through that.
Piccolo standing behind the monitor, like, don't you say a goddamn word about the hyperbolic time chamber.
No, it was really cool. The beginning, I was like, oh, you know what? I want to try this. I started it, and I was like, whoa, this is dope. I'm about this. I don't know what's going on, but this is dope. Same base story. I've only ever played the first one. I never played any of the other ones, so I don't know how much they changed the story. So, or how much, like, how in depth the story goes. But from what I remember, the base story's like the same kind of thing, but they go about it a different way. From, like I said, from the first one. But it was pretty cool, man. Real gory, like you would expect.
As it should be.
Yeah. I had fun with it. I had fun with it, man. There's some little nitpicky things, but nothing that makes me be like, oh, don't watch this show. I'm excited to hear your guys' opinions on it.
Is the soundtrack dope?
The soundtrack is interesting, man.
All right.
There's
that was something that I kind of expected to go hard with how they advertise the whole show.
Right.
It's not like every episode's a different song or whatever, but the ones that they did throw in, I was like, didn't see that coming.
Evanescence came back and did an original song for them, right? Is that what I heard, right?
Amy Lee did.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
I heard part of it and I was like, dude, this actually sounds great.
Yeah. That's like episode 5 or something. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that episode that I went with, oh man, I just can't. Yeah, we'll talk about it when you guys watch it. It's good. It's good. But yeah, so I watched that. A bunch of my shows are coming to an end, man. So I'm gonna be looking to fill those spots. The Pit is coming up to an end. I think they only got 2 episodes left. Reacher just ended. Severance just ended. Yellow Jackets only has a couple more episodes left of the season. The Righteous Gemstones, we are almost caught up with that. There's only 4 episodes in the 4th season so far, and I think they do 8 or 9 episodes a season. So I'm watching that one episodically once we get caught up with that. But I think that is it for the show. Solo Leveling, 2nd season just ended. Great season finale. I think the 2nd season's even better than the 1st season. And I loved the 1st season, but the 2nd season was crazy good.
Seems what everybody's raving about, that the 2nd season just went insane.
It was so good. It was so good. But yeah, no, that's pretty much everything I've watched, and like I said, it's all coming to an end right now, so I'm just waiting there to figure out what I'm going to be watching next.
Oh yeah,
and then just playing Monster Hunter, except we just got done playing a little round, didn't get very far.
Bring that up.
Call of Duty, they brought Verdansk back, and Todd and I played the ever living crap out of that game when Warzone first came out. For
specifically Verdansk.
Specifically Verdansk. Every single night for like a year straight, we were playing hours and hours and hours of just Verdansk so much. So yeah, I'm excited that it's back. It's the best.
Some of the better times of Call of Duty in general, like in the more recent past, like if you're gonna compare it to like old multiplayer days, that's the best Call of Duty experience you've gotten since then.
Yeah, 100%.
Easily.
And as far as Warzone as a whole goes, it's the best time.
Oh, that bar none goes. Yeah, no one's gonna argue that.
No, they shouldn't.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's getting back into Verdansk is like riding a bike, going through all the fucking places and whatnot. It's funny because I do remember it a little bit differently. I was like, oh, what the hell? There's not a zip line here. Oh, I can't go through this. Like, I have to run up all the stairs to get to. I'm like, wow, yeah, this is how it was in the beginning. Like,
I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that because
it's been pretty
I already
fun.
know. I haven't checked it out, but I already know that the bullshit camping spot, man, is that fucking the air tower. The airplane tower, where it's just the elevator and they just everyone beat up the dude bare hands. That shit was so funny.
Can you get into that right now?
Into the tower?
Yeah,
you should always be able to get into the tower. That was always there. I'm pretty sure up the elevator and then you just camp it because nobody else can get up there any other way.
It was the only way up there. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's good times.
Great times. I'm very excited. There's so many spots I want to go check out because it's been so long. It's just sightseeing and nostalgia while you're in the middle of Battle Royale. So fun. So yeah, that is it for me, man.
Todd, how's you been?
Same old. Working. I'm playing Monster Hunter. I was telling Adam just today, I'm like, yeah, man, I beat the game, playing all the end game content. I'm just kind of like waiting for it to get good. Is all like just waiting.
Well, the update just hit today, so
hopefully, man. Begging for some content.
I'm begging for some content.
No, I'm just kidding. It's actually really good. I'm enjoying it. I am a bow user. It's pretty dope. Don't know anything else aside from the bows, so I don't see any other way to play the game.
That's fair. Hey, if
that's how I feel about the dual blades, man.
That's all you need. Yeah, literally.
Yeah. I'm doing that. Bless you. Yeah.
Sorry, I should have muted. My bad.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, never do that again. Okay.
Other than that, Verdansk, a little bit of that. I just played that today. I go into Marvel Rivals literally every day just to do my dailies and get my coins. The new Marvel Rivals update, it looks crazy.
Do you want to jump into games and just start
talking? Jump into it. We already covered Monster Hunter, so we can.
Well, there's something I also wanted to bring up in Monster Hunter, but go ahead.
Let's do it. Let's bring up Monster Hunter.
We're talking about Marvel Rivals.
Let's start, you just sink into Marvel Rivals. We'll get
Marvel Rivals has their update. Well,
Hellfire Gala.
it's not an update yet. They just announced it. What's going to happen in their season 2.0? Got a lot of exciting stuff. New characters, obviously, new team up abilities, new buffs, new nerfs, all that stuff.
I still got to read that whole list, but
yeah, I didn't go through the whole list. I just jumped straight to Rocket to see what they were doing because they said they were doing some balancing stuff, and I was like, interesting.
Are they gonna screw up your boy?
I mean, yeah, they hurt his mobility, which was the thing that I loved the most about him. But I will see how it works in game because you can, before there were even ways around his mobility, like you could make him even more mobile than he already was. So I'm wondering if there's still ways to do that now. There are like little texts that you could do. So I'm wondering if they got rid of that altogether. But the really big thing about him that is changing is his healing output and his ult. So he's going to be able to heal instantly, I believe. And he's going to be doing a smaller radius of where the heals go, but it's going to be outputting more. And the big thing is his ult got nerfed from 40% damage buff down to 25% damage or 20, which is kind of a bummer. Can you hear that? Is my window?
Yeah, what the hell was that?
So sorry. 1 second, I gotta close my window.
It was the Gore Magala.
Oh my god.
So I think you can still hear me. My question is, with these nerfs and the changes and affecting his mobility, if you're still getting as far as you get with him in rank, will you get the respect that you think you deserve?
Absolutely not. I'll never get that respect regardless. It doesn't matter who I play. I could be playing I play a character.
God, I wish he was here.
Yeah, we don't need to get into all that. That's neither here nor there. But regardless, his ult does healing now. It does.
And it didn't before.
It did not do any healing before. So now I can't. There's no. I need a defensive ult. I need healing when you're ulting. You're gonna get healing. There you go. Have at it. You got healing. So I'm excited for that. They changed some of the team up abilities. One thing I was saying that I want them to add is I want them to add a minimum of 3 for a team up ability. I want them to be like, you need 3 people for this team up ability to be active, not just there's 3 people that can use this ability as long as you have this one person. So tank,
be more specific,
DPS, strategist. So then they're like forcing you into that kind of role, or maybe it's like, I said like the way that they could do it is if they had like 3 brawling tanks. If they bring in another tank that's like all fisticuffs, you could do tank, Thing, Hulk, and whoever that other brawling tank would be, and then they would get a buff to damage or something like.
That would be so fun to mess around with.
And it would change like so many different things because they were talking about one of the most viable metas that has like winning the most games in higher tier lobbies, and it's the revive meta. As crazy as that is,
no way.
It's fucking Adam Warlock, Mantis,
oh my god,
and Star-Lord.
Oh, okay. I thought Rocket was in that as well.
No, I mean, sure, you can use any other third support if you
want.
That
makes sense.
They're honestly running 2 supports. Exactly. So then it's like you have 2 people, your people that are doing your heals. If they die, they can just go off separate ways, res, come back, snap people to life. You know what I'm saying? And then same thing with Star-Lord. You lose a DPS, he's coming back to life. And then if you lose more than that, you have Adam Warlock's snap res kind of thing. And then you can throw the rocket res in there for an extra layer of the res thing.
Right.
And so that's one of the hardest comps to beat right now in the higher things. And I was just like, it would be cool to get more obscure comps like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to see stuff.
I feel like once they continuously add all these characters, it's going to happen. Maybe that's what they're kind of relying on is all these. There's going to be so many different. Can you imagine Marvel Rivals like 3-4 years out from now? The 60 character roster. And
that's what I'm saying. That's
what
the beauty about this game is if it's so imbalanced, it will be balanced.
Right.
Like if there are 17 characters that are broken and you can only pick 6 characters, that solves so many problems.
Right.
Everyone picks a broken character.
I think that's probably how it was
the
pitched to
better man
them.
win.
They're just sitting in the office like, well, if you really think about it.
Essentially, yeah. So I think
can see
things
that.
like that are going to be very wildly successful in what makes the game have a lot more longevity and a lot more replayability, as opposed to, okay, we're in another game, let's play the same 3 fucking tanks, the same 3 fucking supports, and do this for hours and hours and hours on end, you know? So I like that they're changing it up like that. I like that they're changing up team up abilities. Rocket and Bucky aren't going to have the infinite ammo anymore, but Bucky is getting a team up with Captain America to where he like gets to jump in and slam on people, and it like I think it also like counteracts other people if they're like jumping at you kind of thing. Like it's pretty cool.
Dude, when they drop the trailer for all these new updates, it's gonna be insane. I can't wait for that to actually see them in practice.
The video that they dropped of like with Emma Frost was dope.
Dude, right. I picked it apart immediately. I was like, she built like a Vanguard. I was like, that's some Chun-Li legs right there. So I was like, dude, she just looks like she'd be a Vanguard. And then like immediately I was happy when it was announced, or they dropped the updates and all that she was. And that's a great character, like a nice twist on a character. I normally definitely thought she would have been DPS or strategist. Really happy that they're throwing her in a Vanguard role. Really changes things up, and it's sick. I think it was a great way to spin on a character. I can't wait to see more characters that are like, oh, I'm sure they're gonna be played like this, and they actually 180 the other way. And
I mean, we don't know if it's true, but all the leaks that we saw in Ultron said he was a strategist, and he was gonna have like little bots that came out and did heals. And when I was like, that's interesting, I would have expected him to be a bad guy, like you know, like so DPS is all I'm thinking. Granted, that's how it is with like Loki and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's cool to see the creativity that they do and how they change characters, but still kind of keep it true to them.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I'm excited to see their spin on everything. It's going to be great. Or so far has been great. Really stoked for that. Not too crazy about the theme for this one, the gala. And I'm like,
that did literally nothing for me.
Hellfire
I was like,
gala.
nah.
The only person I thought looked good was the cloak and dagger.
Yes.
I was like,
dude, when I get that, I'm like, let me.
Everyone else, I was like,
Yeah. I feel the exact same way. So the battle pass, obviously I'll get it. I'm gonna grind it out. I'm gonna get everything on it, but I was more excited about this more recent one.
Before we go too far and pass up Marvel Wars, April Fools. They had their April Fools update. I still got to grab it. I got to make sure. I got a couple more days to grab it. I've been slacking. Like I've literally only been playing. The thing is,
you need to play it daily because you only get so many of those a day. So you might get to the point to where you just don't unlock it. Because
okay. All right, already.
You screwed up.
I know.
Because you're going to be capped out. You're going to end up doing all your quests and you're like, okay, I don't have enough to get
I'll end it like 2. I need one more.
Yeah, exactly.
Dear Marvel Rivals. I'm joking. But aside from that, I mean, like I'm stoked for the season 2. And we need to do our video of, I mean, I'm way out of practice.
9 ranks for the reset.
You're going back 9 ranks.
Yeah.
Woo! Where does that put you? It puts you all the way at platinum? 3? No.
Yeah, I think plat 3.
Yeah, actually, that makes sense. Yeah.
Brutal.
Oof. I gotta go through Diamond 2 all over again. No.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It beats being all the way up by bronze and silver, am I right?
Oh, and hero bands are going back all the way down to gold. They start in gold now, which is huge. They need that down there.
Yeah, I think it that also helps kind of like change things up even for those players who haven't really got to and gives people a chance to actually experience that for people who haven't like broke into diamond, right?
Yeah.
So I'm stoked for that. But that's it for Marvel Rivals on my end. I don't know if you had anything else. All right,
it's gonna be sick.
The title one. Next, we're gonna quickly talk about Monster Hunter. I just wanted to bring up one thing because we were like, it's talked about at the end of this update. So we had the title 1 update came with so far it's just Mitsune that new creature that was from Rise. It's like a water dragon that spits bubbles at you, and they're like bogus. They'll like actually make you stuck in a slipping animation while they water jet spray you and kill you.
Oh, there are new monsters in this.
Yeah. That's the
One.
It's one.
Oh,
It's just one.
Okay.
The other one is just a returning. It's the final boss, Zoshia, from the base story.
Yeah, you fought it.
He's in high rank now, and you'll actually be able to craft weapons and armor from him now.
Cool.
Because you weren't able to before.
It
And then
looks
they
so
added,
sick.
they added all the arena quests. So I'm stoked.
We know what it looks like already.
The armor, yeah.
The armor, they previewed it. It's reactive armor, so when you unsheath your weapon, it changes. I'm stoked.
Oh, hell
it looks
yeah.
so good. I'm like, oh, I
Sign
can't
me up.
wait. I'm such a fucking fashion hunter in that game. I'm always going for what looks cool, mix and match in these sets and whatnot. Speaking of which, when they added this Grand Hub, I was peeking in there, checking things out. I thought of a great thing to add to the Grand Hub, and it's a game from Roblox. It's that Dress to Impress game.
Oh,
I
little
know
Dress
you
to
were gonna
Impress
say
game.
Dress to
I'm not even
Impress.
joking, dude. Add that into
You're
Monster
sick.
Hunter's Hub. You can have a section where people vote on people's outfits. I'm
The
all
girls
for it.
love it.
I am all for it.
Yeah.
I don't even care. I'm all for it. I would be all over that in a heartbeat. I already have like 3-4 pages full of presets of different looks, and then I love it. I'm so into it. I'm a super fashion hunter. I'm stoked.
It was so funny, dude. Luna was playing in a private server of that, and
Yeah.
Lily was like, "Why don't you play with us in the public one or whatever?" And Luna was like, "Because nobody likes my outfits." And I was like, "They don't understand your fashion, and it's beautiful, isn't it?" And she's like, "Yeah."
The issue with that game is just people just go in with their friends and they only vote for their friends.
Yeah.
That stuff. But like, even if that's the case, just let me I want to see some other people's creativity builds on like different
Sure.
fashions within the creatures we've been slaying. Like, I'm all for it. Add a little fucking Dress to Impress section in the Grand Hub, and I'm all for it.
You want a fashion show?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
all for it. But
Fashion show.
On top of that,
Do a
additional,
little walk off
like,
like
little
a Zoolander.
dude, that would be sick. Hell yeah.
That would be sick.
Twirl your weapon or do some shit, do a little animation. Aside from that, if there's anything else you guys can think of in the Grand Hub, they have barrel bowling. They have like, you can just do emotes at a table, drink beer.
You're the guy that would know
cheer.
everything.
There's arm wrestling. Yeah. I was just curious if there any other like little mini game you guys would like see in this game.
I'm
that you
stoked
would
for
want there.
the bowling and for the arm wrestling.
They should have like Palico Pokemon battles. That'd be sick. My Palico versus
Just
yours.
torturing your palicos. Isn't this dog fighting essentially?
Or they could do it against like smaller creatures.
You're sick.
He's like, damn it, when you put it that way.
Adam's the Michael Vick of Monster Hunter.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm just joking. But aside from that, so at the end of May, towards the end of like this whole huge update, because like afterwards, like I think it starts when to say April 22nd going into May is the springtime festival, and this Grand Hub that they just introduced will be actually decorated with like what are those flowers called?
Cherry blossoms.
Yeah, the cherry blossoms. Yeah, all that. It's gonna be decorated in like all this and that. Certain like event quests about like spring, like all that. It's gonna be fun. A lot of like stuff they're planning on adding. But afterwards, they are gonna do a collaboration with Capcom. Still kind of hidden in which Capcom game they're gonna do a collaboration with. And so there's several options there, but it got me thinking of like other games that they could do collabs with. And there's one of them I was like, dude, this actually needs to happen. And Derek, I'm just gonna pitch this to Derek because he's gonna know exactly. I'm gonna paint this little story for you really quick, right? Can you imagine you're out in the desert area, right? You're chilling, red lightning starts going crazy. You go over it, and they're like, "Oh, another hunter's over there," and all you hear is, "Curse you, Bale!"
Is that Capcom? You can't do that.
No, they can do they've done crossovers with other games. I'm just saying, a From Software Elden Ring crossover and
That would be
bringing
cool.
in Bale to fight, literally perfect creature.
Literally perfect.
I was like, dude, I would be, I don't know, I'd be so geeked.
If you heard, if I heard Curse You Bell, I'd be like, let me give it. I gotta find this guy.
Right, Egon, I'm here. Hey, Todd, Egon's a bow user.
He's a
too,
bow
so
user.
the
Yeah,
weapon would be a bow.
that would be cool,
Dude.
Real
would
quick,
be
I
such a
forgot
big
you.
monster to fight in that game. As
I
a
forgot you
crossover.
said Capcom, and it made me remember Devil May Cry is a Capcom game. There's little Capcom Easter eggs in the show too, so look out for that stuff.
Oh, right on.
Nice.
Not like a shitload or anything. It's
But
probably like 2
speaking
or
of
3,
which, so in the Monster Hunter lore, there's elder dragons. We haven't seen any elder dragons. We saw a pseudo elder dragon or a demi elder dragon, and that's the Gormagala.
Mhm.
It even says it in his thing. He's a, a demi elder dragon. But in one of the crossovers they did with Final Fantasy, they brought in what is it called? Damn it, I forgot the name.
From
But
Advent Children.
yeah, the big beast. So they brought the big beast from.
Is
Final
it that
Fantasy.
thing from Advent Children? Am I right? I was just joking.
What is it called?
No, that would be cool.
I don't know.
No, if they're gonna do crossovers and bring in an elder dragon, it needs to be the freaking king of dragons.
Behemoth. Sorry, it's the behemoth.
Oh, so basic.
No, this thing is huge. So they brought it into Monster Hunter, and it was like a whole. They even categorized it as an elder dragon. So you and this fight, he takes up so much space, and you actually have to have different roles. Like, hey, you're focusing on attacking, I'm focusing on blocking and distracting, and the other person's focusing on kind of healing us and playing the middleman. It was
Sure.
they kind of really switched the dynamic of a fight, and everybody loved it. And you got special Final Fantasy stuff, and that's not Capcom. So it was they could
That's
totally
cool.
do an Elden Ring and bring in Bale and make it such a crazy.
Well, if you bring in Bale, they got to bring in the other dude too.
Egon.
No, the other dragon.
Parthadusix or whatever, something like that.
Yeah, Placidusix.
Placidusix. Yeah.
That's such a dope dragon.
That would, if they brought them both. Oh man, we'd be eating so good. It'd be
The missing
coolest.
head is stuck on.
Oh my
Bale.
god, yeah, I'm all for it. The way that dragon stands, Todd, he's missing a foot, and his tail is curved under that part where he's missing the foot, and that's how he keeps his balance. It's such a cool design, such a brutal design. He's got the head of another crazy old dragon attached to his head, still stuck on there, but it's ripped off. And Bale is
I think
such
they
a
should
dope
just give
design.
us Godzilla.
Absolutely. Godzilla's a given for sure.
Give me all those monsters. Give me Mothra. Give me all that.
If they did Godzilla, they should do Kaiju number 8. At least make that the
Which Godzilla would you want? 2000 or -1?
2000.
2000?
Yeah, I mean, I would want the one that can power up and shoot. Did -1 do that?
Did you not watch -1?
I did. I just don't recall him
when he charged up and his fucking spikes lit
Yeah.
up all blue, and yeah, he charged up and blew people up. Godzilla 2000. He's faster.
So the closest we got to
Jumps
Godzilla
buildings.
in Monster Hunter was in Monster Hunter World, and it was Zoro Magdaros.
No, I want Gojira.
That's fair. But aside from that, the other one crossover I thought of was just the way the insect glaive is used. I was like, it's perfect for Aang. Bring an Avatar crossover. He's using it as a pole, and in the insect glaive, you have to have an insect with you. Have the insect be Momo, fucking shooting Momo out using the. Oh, it would go so hard. I was like, dude, that would be actually sick. And then that, and then or Darth Maul with the way they swing it. Sometimes I'm like, I could see Darth Maul with a droid on his arm. Star Wars crossover can go very hard.
I mean, at that point, then they might as well just fucking do the Attack on Titan with the dual blades.
They have done that before.
They've
done that before. Yeah.
Really?
In one of the other Monster Hunter games. Yeah.
I mean, they kind of do it,
but
right
they
now.
do need to bring it back though. The full cosmetics and everything.
I was gonna say cosmetics and something to fight. Granted, you only fight Titans, but I don't know.
So
maybe the cart Titan, something like that.
Oh, that would go so hard. Yeah.
you know when they have a little red mark on the monster and you gotta go hit it.
Weak point. Yeah.
So when you hit the weak point with the dual blade, you get shot up in the sky and they shoot a little grapple hook on them and you zip line to, or not zip line, but you pull yourself to him,
Levi,
and then you do the spinning thing up their body
like
Levi. Yeah, so dope.
So I wouldn't be surprised if we did get another or an updated Attack on Titan crossover, which would go so hard. It would be perfect for this game. But aside from that, that's really what I wanted to bring. I kind of wanted to give you guys a what if, and those are some scenarios as I'm playing. I'm like, oh, this would go so hard if they crossed over with this. This would go so hard if they crossed over with that.
I was gonna say when it comes to big beast options, they have an unlimited repertoire.
They really do. Absolutely.
Realistically, they could do a future one where you're going against like Zoids or Gundams or something like that, like mechanical monsters, and it's like, there's so many different things that they could do, and I'm all for it. It would be dope.
And then you can fight the big freaking monsters from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie that Ivan Ooze made. So watch purple freaking ooze flying out as you fight them. It'd be amazing.
You know what else they could add? We're fighting Kaido in his dragon form, One Piece edition. Yeah.
There's so many things they could do that they won't do.
I really hope they do a One Piece crossover. I think a One Piece crossover would go so hard for this game too. You have your little
have a third sword in your mouth as the dual bladers.
It just be your helmet. You're just holding it.
Or it's just the cosmetic.
Or they could just
really
do anything. Or they could just do it for the dual blades. You know how like they have like special activations sometimes with some of the weapons? Could just be you're doing two blades, but then when you activate it, the third one goes in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
With dual blades, that would go so hard. Your Palico could be Chopper. Stop. I think they did a crossover already with that happening where your Palico from one of the older games did get to dress up as Chopper, but that's literally perfect. Yeah. Bring it in.
Bring it in.
Give me the hammer. Make it Luffy's fist, and I'm just holding Luffy's fist.
For the bow, it's just like Usopp's slingshot.
Oh, that would be so hard, dude.
And then their outfit is Soga King.
I would be rocking that. I love Soga King. It's so dope.
He's so awesome,
dude. See,
whenever you go into demon mode or whatever, you just hear the Soga King music in the background.
Anime is on their mind too, because there's this recent update. One of the cosmetic packs, since I have the full edition of the game, I got one of the free for free, and it's Naruto. It's literally
nice.
Jump up in the air, you pause, and you do this, and then your Palico jumps and summons a frog, and he's on top of the frog.
Oh yeah, you showed me that. Yeah, that's dope.
Absolutely. So might even get a Naruto. Naruto would go super hard as well, and get all the giant toads. Get a Jiraiya fucking outfit.
I would never change out of that if I could get a Jiraiya outfit.
Yeah. Sorry. That's just the what ifs with the crossovers with Monster Hunter. I feel like an almost unlimited amount of anything you can.
We can literally
go on and on. Love it, but yeah. Sorry, we don't have to make this the Monster Hunter show, guys. Okay.
Yeah. Get to the next thing.
All right.
The next
I wanted to talk about last week. I totally forgot, but it was like kind of in the ballpark of a company that's kind of getting challenged right now. Because you know how we've talked about Marvel Rivals versus Overwatch. Well, there's Nezwic. Is a Sims game. It's like a version of Sims, a new version of Sims, and it's from a Korean developer. And everyone who has been playing Sims is like so happy that they're actually having some competition finally. So cool. Thank God someone else is like doing this, because it's EA, so EA's been kind of like having this, and that Sims
EA sucks.
I was just about to say that's interesting, because I feel like Sims has a very loyal community, but it is
They're
EA,
tired
so
of it.
I'm sure they.
Right.
I don't play Sims, but I'm sure there's a fucking
when I first heard about it,
things that they would hate.
It was only the fans. It's like, I'm still playing and I hate it. Like, I love that I'm playing. I love this game. It's very enjoyable. I'm so tired of them just pushing these DLCs, because it's locked in a forever game loop of like, this is just the game, and you're going to nonstop DLCs for the rest of your life for every little pack that comes out. And it's they've been stuck on Sims 4. Yeah, they've been stuck on Sims 4 like without ever trying to do another Sims, because why would they? Because they're still getting money from all these different packs.
Yep.
So a lot of people are very happy that they're finally getting another company to challenge them and like push the status quo when it comes to a lifestyle Sims game. And I'm very happy for it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
I remember like I was talking who I was talking to about. I was like, Sims Busting Out used to be my go-to game when I didn't know what to play. I always be like, I don't know what to play right now. Go on the PlayStation 2, bust out Sims Busting Out and just play it and get stuck just doing some dumb shit. But it was like a lot of fun, able to sink in. So I really hope that this Nezwic game really pushes that game genre forward for the people who love those games.
I need the NFL to stop signing that like contract with Madden, so the same thing can happen to football, man. We need a challenging company to make a better football game.
It's funny you brought that up, because when I first heard about this, that was always one of my things. It's like, why hasn't Madden just stuck with one game, but then just kind of just added things like to it? But I feel like they would eventually, obviously, what they would do is just become the next Sims game. If that's what they could do, they would never change Madden. Then they would only just be pushing content if people were buying that content over and over again.
But that's the thing. There's no content to buy.
Right.
Yeah.
They're trying, though. They're trying. You can tell that they are with that weird shit that you guys were doing. Derek and Todd were playing one day, and I had to make a joke because it was like, I forgot which teams you guys were playing as, but I was like, oh, the fucking Green Bay Bears and the New Orleans Bears are fighting each other, and they were like, yeah, it's so dumb. It's part of the battle pass or whatever. You unlock your favorite team's emblem over whatever team you're playing as. It just looks weird.
It does look stupid.
It's a very dumb way to add a microtransaction / battle pass item to a game. They're trying, though. That's them putting their feelers out there. Like,
but see, that's the thing is that they're not trying. They're doing the bare minimum.
It is right.
It's so dumb.
That's
like, every other game has a battle pass. Put something out.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. They're like, we don't care what it looks like. Just throw it out there. Who fucking cares? It's very, very, very insulting, I think is the right word.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But speaking of insulting, Nintendo, they just had their new update for the Nintendo Switch 2. I watched a little bit of it, but the main thing that I just want to bring up was, you know how we talked about GTA pushing everybody waiting for GTA 6 to push the envelope of what games are going to be priced at. I love how Nintendo was like, "Hold my beer, my games are worth $80." And I feel like they were in a room full of crickets because really, I can only think of maybe 1 or 2 titles that would deserve that.
Like a new Zelda game?
Yeah, literally a headlining Zelda game and maybe a headlining Mario game. I can't think of any other game of theirs that would.
I'm sorry. There's no Mario game in existence that is worth $80.
That's okay.
That's true.
But it's at least they put a little more like effort into those games. I guess that's kind of what I'm like.
Mario Wonder is fun. Mario Odyssey was cool. I wouldn't pay $80 for it, but Mario Odyssey was dope.
But they clearly put a lot of money into that game. You're not telling me.
I'll give you that. Like if I'm because I'm looking at the side scrollers, I'm like these things. That's a 2D world.
Wonder was a fun game. It was a side scroller. It was a fun game. Again, not worth $80.
Yeah, I would say not that one. I'm talking like their headlining ones.
Yeah, no, I really liked Odyssey. Odyssey was a lot of fun.
I feel like if any one single game of theirs could ever push the envelope to 80, it would only be Zelda. I can't think like fully. Like I could see Mario maybe breaking in there just because of how much effort they would put into it. But I'm not going to be paying no 80 for Mario Party, Mario Kart, all the little side stuff. Like, are you crazy?
Did you see what? I'm not saying I'm not trying to justify it for 80, but did you see everything with Mario Kart?
No, I didn't.
There's a lot.
There's a lot, so you can like free roam in the car and like go all across the map and like visit different tracks and stuff like that. Like,
okay,
see outside of them. Again, not worth $80.
Right. Very cool to add to
it was pretty cool, like having
game, right?
They're adding free roaming to just a racing game to make it a little bit more.
I also don't know what the man. I don't know.
What's kind of funny? Diddy Kong Racing did that in Nintendo 64.
That's right. They hate to hear it.
Good, dude.
That was great. Diddy Kong Racing was so amazing.
Dude, that's crazy. And
it had a story. It was so good.
Genuinely just curious on what the hell Nintendo's thinking, dude. This was not what I thought was going to happen. This sounds more like an April Fool's joke than what actually is going down.
It was confirmed that it is going to be a mouse, so maybe they are.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is confirmed that is going to be the joysticks.
That's a good catch on your part, then.
Yeah, so it is. Maybe they are really trying to go like
make their own
cloud way of doing it, or like some sort of compatibility, because that, like, I'm sorry, that is the way of the future.
Right now. That's Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. That's basically the end of it. Like that is the way of the future. Like consoles are going to be very far and few between. I think the Switch only has a lifeline because it's portable. That's good, but you're not playing AAA games on it, so it loses its value right then and there. Like people.
Well, that's the whole thing with the Switch too, though.
Switch.
That's the whole thing with the Switch too, though, is that like I think some of the specs were released and it's supposed to be able to hold like way
Fucking hope
better
so.
games.
I hope so, man.
Well, yeah. I still doubt it'll hold a candle to the performance of some of the their competition, obviously.
Sure.
But that's the other thing. I feel like how they're playing and the moves they're making should have been the moves they made when the Switch first released.
Yeah.
Kind of challenging and getting those exclusives. Because like
Yes.
now we're in the ballpark are like, oh, they're getting an exclusive from software game. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't even care about it. Do not even care about it. I love From Software. I'm not gonna go out of my way to.
Did you watch the trailer?
I did.
I hated the jetpack.
Everybody
thing.
was mad
fuck
because
is
it was
this?
like this felt like Bloodborne 2, but it wasn't Bloodborne 2. I don't even care. I love From
Yeah.
Software games. I'm not going out of my way to get a new Nintendo Switch 2 just to play one.
No.
And if anything, I would want to be playing it on PC. So if it comes
Right.
to PC, I'll play it. But other than that, if it stays as a Nintendo exclusive, then all right, you guys have
I'll
fun,
probably,
I guess.
Even if it came to the PC, I'll probably not play it.
The biggest thing that they
like
can
flying around.
announce with this is a Nintendo launcher.
Right.
Like,
Honestly,
if that's the thing that they're doing, like, hey, you can use this Joy-Con as a mouse because we want you to be able to play our games on the computer and pick it up and then put it back
I'm not
down
gonna
when
lie.
you need to. Here's your
Yeah.
Nintendo launcher at the start of
that would
that's
be
what
the
they need to
biggest
do.
move. That would be
Yes.
the biggest insane move right there. And I would
Maybe
actually
they're
be like,
on the route for that.
I would be all for Nintendo launcher. If I could play all the original old school Nintendo games.
And then you
with
can get your
friends like
fucking
this and all
Donkey
that. Oh
Kong,
my
like
goodness.
all
Yeah.
that shit. They can literally be like, here's our entire library. Give
We've
us
only
a
been
fucking
asking for this for
$15
forever.
subscription, and you can have every Nintendo game that has ever been released. Just give us your money every month.
And it's literally
I would
every
pay for
single
that.
Nintendo
People would
fan
do
has
it.
been trying.
I would do
They've
that
been
in a
trying to do this. Every person who's been on PC trying to do this, doing it through emulators, and Nintendo's suing the hell out of them. It's like, just do this.
Yeah,
and you
just
get
do
the
this and get money. Just
You
do
would
it
get
and
tenfold
print
of what
money.
you're suing these people
Print
for.
money.
You would get tenfold of what you're suing these people for easily.
Yeah.
Nintendo, like honestly, Pokemon
You know how many
Stadium.
parents would rather have their kids on a Nintendo browser than a Steam browser that has Schedule 1 on there? You know, like,
Right.
come on.
And more.
I know you
but
can.
yeah.
I know you can censor it, but still.
No,
And more,
honestly,
exactly.
yeah,
Playing
absolutely.
Pokemon
more.
Stadium online.
Oh my goodness, Nintendo. If they say they have a launcher, I will dismiss any I don't care about the $80 thing. I will just be happy to be able to have access to the older games on my PC.
And realistically, if they do it that way, they could make a crazy Pokemon game to where it's in regular Pokemon game, like when you're running around doing the open world stuff. But then when you get into a battle, like when we get into a battle, then it goes into Pokemon Stadium. And it's like, holy shit, 2 different fucking games in one. Like I'm getting a full battle right here, you know, like.
Yeah.
I have only one thing. If they ever do that, if we ever get a Pokemon Stadium, if it ever comes back, just give us that announcer man back. I don't know who he is or what he was doing. The English voice actor announcer is steady in my day-to-day lingo. I always that's the weak spot.
Isn't that kind of like
Far
what they
flying
did
in
with
this
the
heated
Street
match.
Fighter? Just walking around aimlessly and you just like getting random fights with people.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, just kind of do that, I guess,
Oh my
right?
goodness.
With
And then it
Pokemon,
just
though?
goes into Pokemon Stadium style battle as opposed
So
to just like.
great.
It's confused.
Right? Oh my god.
Add the
that'd be
mini
so fun.
games. All right, Nintendo. This is how you make more money than you've ever sued anybody for.
Yeah.
But that's up to you. If there's no launcher, then I have no interest in the newest Nintendo. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
and they're adding the GameCube to their
Repertoire.
their
Man, I'm telling you,
classic games.
I'm way
Wave
more
Race?
interested.
If Wave Race is on there, I'm playing the shit out of that.
I'm way more interested in their backlog than anything they got going on
100%.
forward and any
100%.
fucking $80. Way to fucking steal the thunder of GTA and go 80, son. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
What's unfortunate is this is like sports contracts. They're setting the bar now. So now GTA is like, okay, well, minimally we can come out at 80.
Right.
If this is what they're doing, minimally we're at 80 now. Like we were only at 75 before, boys, but we're up that extra $5 now.
So with Nintendo, do you, like it? I mean, is it all but confirmed that GTA is going to be a minimum of $80?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
right.
think so.
Right, it would have to
Absolutely.
be.
Absolutely.
If they can, if push comes to shove, they can see that push happen. They're shoving.
Absolutely.
They're going beyond it. Honestly,
I
like $80 for a Nintendo game.
see, and that's the thing is that like
Crazy.
I was talking to somebody and they were so pissed off about the $80 thing, and I understand being upset about it because it being Nintendo, but he was just like, I can't justify paying $80 for a video game. He didn't say a Switch game, he said a video game. And I was just like, I get that, but at the same time, this has been happening for a while now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Games used to cost $50, you know, we've gone up
40, honestly.
Yeah,
I remember brand new PS2 games were $40.
Yeah, they up it up $10 after so many years. It's just it's what happens.
Yeah. Well, the other thing was because that whole argument, because they're like, oh, games only cost this much because we have to make the discs and we have to distribute make the casings, distribute all of that, the info packs, all of it's all digital, so all that's back, so it should be less technically. But I guess you could argue, like, with how much more work has been put into some of these games. I can't say all of them, because
regardless, it's just going to be inflation. Like how much it costs to market a game is going to be tenfold what it costs to market a game back in the day.
What GTA? They said they're spending $2 billion to make this game.
Right.
They don't even need to pay any money.
How much money they're gonna fucking make off this?
They really don't even need to advertise for that game. They really don't have to pay. Their advertising budget should be zero. Honestly, all they have to do is say, "Hey,
look, GTA 6 is out."
Little clip of,
and they're gonna make like $10 billion.
Imagine they did a silent release of that. Like how rappers do their albums, are just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, dropped it this Friday."
I'd be like, "That's actually."
Did you hear about the album that's dropping tomorrow?
I did not.
We can get into that when we talk about music.
I mean, we're kind of heading towards that anyway. Yeah. Mainly, I mean, you guys, unless you want to talk more about Verdansk or no?
No, we're good.
But yeah,
it's back.
Aside from that, Nintendo is crazy. But I heard it was also just for the physical copies, 80, right? Am I right on that? People said it's just the physical copies.
Oh, did they? Oh, I don't know.
If that's true or not.
I think you can get Mario Kart with the Switch for $500, which makes the game $50. So that might be
a bundle. That's a bundle. But
yeah.
I heard that the Fizz
the Switch is $450.
Yes. Yeah, $450. Yeah. Get a PC, y'all. Save up for PC. But really quick, if it is, because somebody was bringing up like, oh yeah, well that's the physical copy, but the physical copies are only keys. Like it's just the internet reading that yes, you have access to this game, giving you the access to download it via, and it's like. I hate that. I really hate that. Physical copy should be the whole game inside that thing.
Yeah, 100%.
I get that's kind of harder
away
to
from that art long ago when they started. Yeah, like they're like, oh, you get a steel book with this, and you open it up, and it's just the code. I'm like, this just doesn't feel the same. Absolutely. Like cool. I have this displayed here, but it's a shell. It's nothing. Like
that's so nasty.
It feels more powerful to have the actual full version of a game just with it. It's, physical media. That's a whole other content.
We're old in that regard.
Yeah,
sure.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are. But let's move on to music then, since we are heading that way anyway. So let's just
all right. So the
get into it, boys.
Oh yeah, who's dropping what, and where, and how, and why?
Tomorrow, an album called World War III is being dropped
by
Kanye West.
West.
Just the name of it. It screams Kanye.
He tweeted
King of Controversy
or whatever. You know who his favorite rapper is right now?
Who Kanye's favorite rapper is?
Right now, yeah.
It's gonna be somebody so dumb.
Knows.
Dave Bluntz. What? Dave Bluntz is featured on the song World War III on that album. He also has a song called Cosby. He's
literally only doing it because that's
He has a song called Hail Hitler. He has a song called Hitler, Yay, and Jesus. And there's something about Diddy somewhere. Maybe the song is just called Diddy.
I kind of just hate that because it's just like
it's gross.
You're just going for controversy to get like, oh look at talking points. Like, dude.
So
what happened to your art, man?
So Haley was like,
Haley
was like, "Are you gonna listen to it?" And I was like, "Of course I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna just hear it out because Kanye makes great music, and if it's good, that's my worry. I want to hate it. I hope
Actually,
that,
that actually would be
I hope that
insane
it
if it's
sucks.
actually one of his greatest albums.
If the
Then you're gonna have to
song,
say,
if the song "Hail Hitler"
Sorry,
is a fucking banger, I'm gonna be so mad.
yeah, could you imagine? That is actually, I didn't think
What's
about
the
it.
song? Oh, Hitler, yay, and Jesus is my favorite.
People are gonna start abbreviating it HH.
Yeah, no, for sure. You're gonna have to. HYJ is my favorite song.
Or
yeah.
no, they'll just be like, track number 3, track number 2, track number 5 was great. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sure that's how people online are going to be reviewing it.
Yeah, she was like, you think it's going to be really bad? And I was like, I'm actually worried that it's going to be good.
I never thought about it then in that perspective, but that would be the move to make if,
Yeah. I'm going to listen to it, and I'm going to be real upset if it's great. We'll see. He is known to make some bad music, so I'm hoping that this shit is it. Yeah,
I love the story behind that one though. That one's actually hilarious.
Oh, he has a song called Bianca too, where I guess he's begging Bianca to come back to him. And I'm like, oh, great. He's a wild one, man.
Yep, loose
good old Kanye.
You know the poopity scoop story, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I don't recall off the top of
Drake.
my head, but yeah.
That shit's just so petty. You like this beat? We talked about it a while ago.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna release it on my own now.
How can you not love that guy for that? That's great.
That was pretty funny. It was a good petty move right there. That's some 50 Cent petty level stuff right there.
Yeah, but then he said racism was a choice and Hitler's not a bad guy, and wore a swastika chain to an interview with a black KKK outfit. And you're like, oh yeah, that's why he's kind of a piece of shit.
That's just him just trying to get people talking. It's so weird. It's like you're so desperate for that attention. It's so sad. He doesn't even need to be desperate. He just be playing, just doing what he does. I don't understand it. Yeah.
When he like tweeted about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids, I was like, come on, man, what's wrong with you?
He's just trying to be that crazy, so everyone's like, "Ooh, wow," and they're talking about him. So then he gets that. And it's like
there's a conspiracy theory that, like, you know how he has those the grills like in his, like, the surgical ones in there, that his dentist or whatever used laughing gas to put him out, and he's addicted to it. So he's been like just fucking hooked up to laughing gas a lot. It's a conspiracy theory, but I thought that was funny.
He sings it in a song, and I'll be hooked up to laughing gas. Whoa. Did you guys listen to that Linkin Park song from the bottom?
Oh crap, I forgot.
And we talked about it.
I was going to, and
I forgot.
I guess I really should have made that my song, huh?
Yeah, you should have.
Big fan.
All
right, so that being said,
watching everything. Sorry.
Yeah,
just kidding.
We got to go over our music review, guys.
All right, sounds good.
Who wants to start it off?
The first song on the list is from Derek. It is from Necrogoblicon.
Oh yeah.
So, wait.
Both songs are from Necrogoblicon.
Yeah, Derek threw us for a win last week. He was like, "I'm recommending Dos Hermanos." No, he said, "I'm recommending Dos songs for you guys. You guys got to go over it."
Let me know.
We all recommended it. We all ended up recommending 2 different songs, and then
both of them. You might fucking dislike both of these songs.
Well, I'll tell you, I picked favorites for each one of everybody. So
okay, all right. So then you both are gonna hit me with your opinions on.
We'll start off with Derek's. Yeah.
Sorry, Todd, I interrupted you. Continue.
2 songs by Necrogoblicon. The first is "This Is It." The second is "Bears."
What do you think?
Well, these
not to be confused with "Stench."
You said that these are. What?
It's another song on the album.
Oh, this is both by the same lead singer, or they said they were changed?
2 different lead singers.
Okay, for each.
Like one was the original lead singer, and the next one is their newer lead singer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, "Bears" is the old one that was released like 9 years ago.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess you could see the year that each one. So yeah, "Bears" is with the original. "This Is It" is with I forget his name.
Did he leave? Because I was looking that up and it sounded like the guy who sang "This Is It" left the group.
"This Is It"?
Yeah.
No,
I don't think so.
Necrogoblicon.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I don't keep up with who's doing what on their band right now.
Oh, you're saying the guy who's saying This Is It, did he leave?
Yes,
New guy.
I believe he did back in 2023.
What's his name?
Let's just figure it out 1 second. Where the hell did it go?
Is it like Dickie or something?
Nikki Coloni?
Oh, that's not who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, it's the guy who sang this song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he left in 2023.
Okay, no.
To pursue a new life path.
Yeah. Isn't that the original guy?
Is it?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. The guy who sings it now, when I saw them live, that was with their newer
okay.
Yeah, with their newer lead singer. Who is the lead singer of Infant Annihilator. Yeah.
All right. Todd, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Go ahead, Adam.
All right.
You got a lot to say.
Not really. I like them both, but I like This
Mm-hmm.
Is It a lot better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Total agreement.
Yeah. The Bears, I had to listen to it a couple times to be like, all right, I kind of dig this. I really dig more or less what he was saying versus the actual song. Like the stuff he was just saying about bears. I was like, that was pretty funny. I was like, they will rip your face off if you're bad. I was like, that's so stupid.
I love it. I like Bears over This Is It, but I really like This Is It.
Oh, This Is It was great. This Is It was like, I'm putting
I love the opening guitar riff. Yeah, it gets me going.
It was a definite vibe. I was definitely in love with it. Sucks that dude's no longer a singer for them because I was like that going hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I watched the video for This Is It.
Yeah.
Like as me watching, like listening to the song. The video is pretty cool. I liked the video a lot.
I've never seen the video.
Oh.
Yeah, I just listened.
Yeah, I liked it too. I even liked his little exit.
Yeah, that I was dying at the end. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Is it the Goblin?
Yeah,
John the
directing the music
he
video.
He seems to be in all of their videos. Like when I panned over to the side, he was like just him.
He's like their mascot.
Mascot, yeah.
Yeah, he has he like does some of the singing live when they're live too.
That's sick.
He has his own podcast where he has a bunch of comedians on there.
Oh, nice.
He's had Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino, a lot.
Is he dressed up as a goblin?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Say, he's a goblin the whole time.
This...
He talks as if he's a goblin to them, and instead of saying like "oh my god," he says "oh my gob" for goblin. It's stupid, but it's very funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's a funny podcast, but. Then like the intro of his podcast is the band. Like have like a little song for the intro and everything.
I love it. That's great.
Yeah. What was it? Riot Fest. I saw Necrogoblicon, and then when I went to go see Gwar, John Goblin was up on stage with them, like messing with beach balls and fucking with other creatures from Gwar. So yeah, they all get along.
That's sick.
Mm-hmm.
Every metal band needs a mascot. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Another good video, if you ever wanted to look into just their videos, No One Survives is a good one too with that goblin. But yeah, I'm glad y'all dug Necrogoblicon.
Oh yeah, Sean showed me another song from theirs. It was like Spiders or something like that. I think it's called Spiders or something.
Spider Lullaby or whatever.
Something like that. It was pretty
with
good.
The piano and they're just singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that was it. Yeah.
Maybe I'm getting the name wrong, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But I was like, yeah, hell yeah, that's sick. Oh yeah, Todd, what did you think?
Yeah. I definitely enjoyed This Is It better. Again, watching the video was not, that guy is not what I would have expected.
He looks so out of place.
Yeah, it's just
a casual dude. With
very hipster, and he's over here screaming and whatnot. The video maybe also made me like that song more. Maybe it's because I like watched the video with it and whatnot. And maybe because it was like newer. I don't know. I all around enjoyed This Is It better.
It's a really good song.
It is.
Mm-hmm. That's why they closed out their show. Which makes sense. Saying This Is It. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then after that, it was my list. I did not give two from the same.
Yeah, no, that's something I'm going to try to steer clear from doing in the future. I just really wanted those two songs. But
good.
I'll go.
Yeah Right by Vince Staples and Can't Nobody by Lil Wayne.
So I'll jump into this real quick. Can't Nobody. I started it, and halfway through I realized that I have heard the song before, but I think I only checked it out one time. I really, really enjoyed it. I think the reason why I only checked it out the one time, it was because I was a little let down when I saw that it was featuring DMX. I thought it was like one of those things where it was like a lost verse and they threw it in there or something, and it's not that, but that's totally okay.
And I'm pretty sure that he did that because if I'm not mistaken, he released this song after DMX died. So I think he did that so he could, like, that money would be all the money on this song. DMX gets a portion.
Sure. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool. It's a dope song, dude. Yeah, no, it's a really, really good song. I really enjoyed it. I found myself listening to Yeah Right and Can't Nobody more than everything else. Yeah Right. I never listened to Vince Staples before, and I did not expect that. I was like, I didn't expect Kendrick either because it didn't say that it was
surprise. I know. I was hoping whatever version you saw, because there are some versions that say featuring Kendrick Lamar, and I was hoping whichever one you got to didn't say it.
Apple Music did not say it.
Even on YouTube, when I looked it up, it didn't say it. Yeah. But it's just weird. When I typed it up first, though, like all the other videos were like Kendrick Lamar sings this or does this or this song from Kendrick Lamar. I was like, why the fuck is Kendrick Lamar? And I started listening to it.
Yeah, I was listening and I'm like, all right, this is a good one. This is a good one. And then like everything changed. And then he started rapping and I was like, kind of sounds a lot like Kendrick. And I was like, I think this is Kendrick. And then he says like K-Dot at some point. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, this is Kendrick. Okay, that's what I thought. But yeah, no, those I think were my favorites. Nothing against the ones that I really like the ones that I didn't pick too, but yeah, especially in the car. Yeah, right. Hits in the car.
So for me, definitely like Yeah Right better. I mean, Lil Wayne song Can't Nobody was great too. It was nothing. I was like maybe like a couple listens, but it was all right. It wasn't crazy about it, but I was like, that's good. But Yeah Right, I actually didn't like it as much. I was like, this is okay. And then the Kendrick Lamar, like when it switched up, and then Kendrick Lamar's verse in that he was going hard. I was like, it was one of his better fucking verses and anything I've heard from him lately, honestly.
Right.
I liked it.
But yeah.
What'd you say?
I said, well, this is old, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for a song I haven't heard of his, or like a verse I haven't heard of his. Like I was like, he actually snapped. This was great. But yeah, I did like that saved the song for me, not necessarily me hating it, but I was just like, oh, this is okay. Like it's okay. And then I was like, oh,
the beginning.
This is great.
No.
All right.
Right on. So yeah, go ahead, Todd.
And then Adam had Harpy Hair by Ye Lork.
Ye Lork, I think. I don't know.
Ye Lorky.
Ye Lork. And Bakuso
Umeta or Umeta or something like that. By Digimo.
I didn't like the second one.
Really? I love that
anime one. That one, it didn't do it for me. Honestly, I ended up like drifting out of even listening to it, and then I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot I was listening to this song." So I don't know. That one didn't do it for me. But the Harpy Hair, that shit was. I was over here like. That shit was catchy.
My kids put me on that one.
So it was
like, what are you listening to?
It was funny that you said that. So I listened to it and I went to go. I think I had to go pick up the girls early from school one day, and I had it on. I turned it on in the car, and they know every word to it. And I'm like, what the hell? I was like, oh yeah, Adam did say his kids got him into it, so of course the girls know every word of it.
The song goes hard for a folk song,
Well, yeah, I'm playing it here, and they're like, "Where'd you bury all your children?" And Haley was like, "What?" She heard Lily singing. She's like, "Who's burying what?" Oh man, no, that was a catchy one. I actually preferred the anime one over it. Because while Harpy Hair was it was very catchy and very good, it's very repetitive.
Yeah.
But the other one, I liked the anime one a lot more. It's very anime outro slash intro.
It really is.
Whenever you hear one of those songs, you're just like, before you even know it's an anime one, you're like, this is definitely an intro or an outro to an anime for sure. That's how I felt about that Flow song. Not Flow. I don't know. There's a song that was for Seven Deadly Sins, and like I heard it and I was like, oh my god, this would go perfect with an anime. And sure shit, it already was. But yeah, no, I liked that one more. But they were both really, really good for sure.
Oh yeah.
good song choices, fellas.
Hell yeah. This was a solid week, guys. I was happy with everything I listened to, honestly.
Not as happy as last week, obviously, but I do what I can.
Yeah, that was terrible.
No, happy we skip. No, I'm joking. Are we recommending 2 again, or what are we doing?
It's up to you guys. We can go back to 1. We can keep doing 2.
I only had 1, but I'm sure I could figure out a second.
We could do 1. I only have 1 at the moment anyway, too. So
I'll just make mine Up From the Bottom by Linkin Park. That's the way you guys listen to it.
Adam, I'm gonna listen to it. Just pick a different song.
Yeah, sure? I'm gonna listen to
it. Up From the Bottom is really good.
Yes. I don't doubt it.
All right.
So we're doing 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a question for you though, because I'm not sure if you've heard it or not.
Okay.
Because it is by Electric Callboy.
Okay.
Have you heard Parasite?
No.
Okay. Then that's my pick.
Okay.
Parasite by Electric Callboy. Are we doing?
Is it one of their more serious songs?
It is.
Okay.
Sort of.
I haven't heard it.
Okay.
I listened to all their goofy shit.
Well, yeah. No, this is a serious song. Yeah.
Hypa. I'm obsessed with that song, dude.
It goes hard, man.
I can't stop listening to that song.
Did you hear the other one? The elevator one?
Yeah, the elevator one.
Elevator operator. Oh, I love it.
Funny.
Up.
All right, then mine, I'm gonna go a different route than I normally do just because I've been listening to this song a little bit lately. It's a newer song. It's A Tale of Two Kings by Chris Webby featuring Tech 9. That was wicked rude.
All right, Todd, you got yours?
Yeah.
And if people watching, if there's anybody watching this, even if it's after this episode's been out for years, eons, decades, drop a comment.
We'll always look back to it.
We'll go back to it and we'll listen to what you guys recommended down in the comments. All right?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Ain't that the truth?
We're going back to the female artists.
As long as it's
oh boy,
Persiana.
Oh no,
it's gonna be one way or another.
Is that the name of the song?
No.
Motherfucker,
I'm going with Petty Wop.
Petty
Wop by Young M.A. I don't know if you guys ever listen to Young M.A., but I fucks with some Young M.A.
I've
never
don't.
even heard of him.
You never heard of her?
Nope.
She got that deep voice.
Maybe if I've seen her before, I don't know.
Big stud.
I have seen her before.
I have seen her.
Yeah.
She a stud.
Yes, big stud energy.
Didn't know you get down with Young M.A.
Oh yeah.
I've tried. I couldn't do it. I didn't give her the full good college try. You know, I just kind of skimmed a couple songs, and I was like, But I'm gonna listen to this.
Hands down, my most listened to song by her.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
Sounds good, great, grand.
All right, you want to
basically all we got for today, boys.
Yeah, we'll get it. Hopefully, I'll start watching stuff while playing Ark. That's definitely something I can do.
I feel
Get
like
caught up.
that's not going to happen. We'll see.
Whoa, he's like got a hyperbolic time chamber to figure that out. I'm joking.
I'm joking.
Or am I?
You don't need a hyperbolic time chamber to watch shit. You just need to watch it. Prioritize.
I do it.
You want to hit us with that outro, Adam?
It's your job.
I'm not.
You're the guy that
master of
makes
the
music
keys.
turn into outro.
Oh,
There we go.
That's what he
There
meant.
it
I thought you
is.
meant say it. I'm like,
Damn.
what?
That being said, now that people are doing their jobs, just kidding. It's been a blast, everybody. We appreciate your time. We'll be
So
here
much.
next week
we
around the
will.
same time, give or
Roughly.
take, for episode 41. And yeah, listen to the music. Let us know what you got. I'm excited to learn new stuff, listen to new
Always.
stuff. Hit us up in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share for the algorithm, all that good stuff.
Don't recommend a movie or TV show because Adam won't watch it.
Adam will never watch it.
No.
Literally never watch it.
He'll laugh at those comments.
Look at this dinosaur. I'm just kidding.
I could tell you about the Dalipolio, though. All right.
Oh man. Yeah, that's all we got for today. Short episode
All right.
for you guys. Love you.
Oh
See
yeah,
you next
much
week.
love.
Peace.